But my highlight of the weekend was watching 40 seconds, the Conor McGregor fight.
It was worth it?
I didn't see it.
Absolutely worth it. Well, I didn't pay. I just went over to Bubba's house.
I saw the highlights.
Always good when somebody else is paying that freight.
Did they actually show the highlights of the knockout?
Yes.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, Dana White talked about it. The ESPN did a fantastic job promoting it. Their partnership with ESPN and ESPN Plus, I guess, has been a home run for the UFC because all week there were interviews on ESPN of McGregor, of Cowboy Cerrone, promoting it. And yes, it was a very short fight, but it was the result needed to keep excitement for Conor McGregor and the sport in some ways because it has ebbs and flows. The UFC, like there's kind of the, during the Ronda Rousey era, it was hot for a while in Conor McGregor, but they're kind of, sometimes there's these periods where you're looking for a star, and Conor is by far the biggest star they have, and he just went in there and worked them.
It's good. It's exciting for the sport. But if he fights Khabib again, I don't expect a different outcome. I expect Khabib to dominate him again.
Probably.
I would stay away from that fight if I was Conor McGregor.
I would, too, for a while.
Yeah, I'd stay away.
But he's so good at what he does.
I couldn't believe all the celebs that were there. I mean, everyone was there.
Yeah.
Because it's electric. When he is in the ring, it's electric. It really is. He's just chosen this. Hopefully, he said he's going to be busy and fight 4 times this year. The problem is he makes so much money that, and even Dana White afterwards seemed like he wants Conor to wait for a Khabib rematch because that would have they estimate 5 million pay-per-view buys, which would be the greatest of all time. And Mayweather was tweeting him afterwards. Manny Pacquiao apparently
They
wants
all want to get it in fight.
Pacquiao wants a piece?
Yes. He's had discussions with Manny Pacquiao. He's going to get worked in boxing.
Yeah.
But it was good to see because he hadn't won in the octagon in years.
Yeah.
So
I
that
know,
was kind
I
of
know
my
it was a
highlight
big
this
event.
weekend.
I know it was a big
I
event.
know I'd be bitter. How much was the pay-per-view? 50
I think
bucks?
it's like 75.
$75 for 40 seconds. Now you get a couple. You might get 1 or 2 undercards
You get
that
some
you don't
prelims.
otherwise
Yeah,
get to see.
I went over to our buddy's house around 10:30.
You would-
So I really
time
only
did it actually
saw 1 or
start?
2. Probably around 12:15,
Oh, that's
12:30.
the problem, man.
Too late.
I have a hard time staying up
So
for those.
late.
I've done it before on my computer, and I can barely.
Even on a
stay
3-day
awake.
weekend when you don't
Yeah.
even have to work on Monday, staying up until 1 a.m.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's a
Right.
non-starter.
Right.
Just doesn't happen.
I would agree.
It's just hard to do.
Drab,
It's
did
hard
you
to
watch
do.
it? I know Drab's a big
Yeah, I went
UFC
to my
guy.
neighbor's house.
Were you
Did you like
sized?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Did you bring
man.
some nachos over because he was paying the bill? Did you bring
Nah, I
anything?
just
You
gave him some money.
freeloader?
No, I was running around. I came
Oh,
over
he was
last
collecting
minute.
cash though from everybody
No,
at the door.
I
Yeah.
offered.
And he took it.
Well, I haven't paid him yet.
You
I get him
just
later this
offered.
week.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a hollow
No,
offer.
I will. I'm not that kind
Hollow. Yeah, sure you are.
But it was a quickie. I mean, he came out and had a wild punch at first that Cowboy ducked under, and then Cowboy grabbed him, and then he just popped him with his shoulder 4 times.
I heard he
Went
broke
in
his
and
nose with that. Is
got
that
him in the
true?
nose, and then he got him with a kick, and then Cerrone went down. I'll say he probably my buddy thought that Cerrone kind of quit. But I mean, he had gotten popped, and then it was just such a flurry of activity.
How do you break their nose with a shoulder? I don't get it.
He
I don't know
ducked
how.
down and
It was
just
underneath.
popped him. He ducked down and popped
Yeah.
him.
I just don't know
It's
how
just
you could
direct-
generate that amount of
He got his
force.
whole weight into
Just
it.
direct hits.
I just
man.
don't know how you
Popped
can do it.
him, and then just a vicious,
It's a skill.
kick to the head, and then Cerrone went down, and he just started hammer fisting him, and
That was
Cerrone
it.
kind of went into a shell. It didn't seem like he was fighting out of it, but if you saw his face about a half an hour afterwards,
Oh, he looked
because a
terrible.
lot of people were saying he took a dive. The UFC's desperate for Conor McGregor to be back.
No, he didn't. He
And
just
Cerrone
got his
took a
ass
dive.
He
beat.
looked
I was
like he was hurt.
I was like, are you kidding me? You should have seen the guy's face afterwards.
How much did he collect for his 40-second ass whipping?
I think because he gets a piece of pay-per-view, it's unknown until they figure that
Right,
out.
right.
He was claiming he was going to make $80 million.
No, not McGregor. Cerrone.
Oh, Cerrone's payday was $200,000, but I don't know what he gets a piece.
So he gets a
of
piece of
yeah.
the. He gets a piece.
I think
of
it was
the
$3
pay-per-view, too.
million for Connor, $200,000 for Cowboy.
Right.